The waste streams coming out of the building industry are among the largest in the industrialized countries. They're even larger than what we see from solid municipal waste.
Welcome to this construction of this old hospital. We are now able to construct any high-rise building in Switzerland fully out of recycled materials. We have here some bricks and some concrete structure, some gypsum, some nails, some wood, and so on. But also here we have a big problem because the people that built this house, they used here also cork and other material which has contamination on it.
Recycling is not a habit today in Switzerland because insulation materials are usually a part of the facade. So that means they're glued and there is plaster adhering to them, and therefore the separate collection on the deconstruction site is really difficult. We are currently investigating the amounts and environmental impacts of insulation materials in Switzerland, and we found that currently only 1.5% is recycled. This is due to lacking reverse logistics and also contaminations. We need to find a process that is able to separate the contaminants from the insulation materials, and we should substitute mineral-based materials with either biogenic materials or materials made of waste.
Here we have a good material for construction, which is copper.
For some materials, for example like steel or copper, which are quite valuable, so it's a habit in the industry. For other materials like insulation materials, there's hardly any take-back structures or value chains in place.
Up here we see how the people take away the insulation from the surface, and this is manual work. It's a lot of work. It's also not cheap to do it. Of course, the price has its impact. This bituminous glue, and so why this now cannot be recycled but needs to go to the landfill. By removing this layer, we have access to the good concrete, and out of the good concrete we then can make also the recycled materials out of the best quality.
Other materials which are less valuable and very heavy, for example like concrete, are very local. So there it depends very much that you actually have a recycling facility in the immediate surroundings of where the materials are first deconstructed, reprocessed, and then used again in the recycling for new recycling products. So for concrete, essentially this means a radius for about 30 kilometers or so from the deconstruction site to the recycling plant and back again to the new construction site.
So welcome to the recycling plant Evirec, which we now will follow what the material does that was deconstructed in the old hospital. This is now concrete chunks, which are ideal to make the best quality recycled concrete. This material here is recycled in Switzerland around 80 to 90%.
About concrete recycling, we can actually say that Switzerland has a pioneering role in there. We're able to recycle concrete into new concrete again. This is basically due to very good recycling facilities being able to produce aggregates on a high quality level.
The forklift just delivered one shovel of concrete into the crusher. This is necessary to release all the stones and to have the best aggregates afterwards. And here we see now our silos with the recycled, but also with primary materials, because some applications you only can do with primary materials. We have 42 silos of 500 tons each. Below in the silos we have also these dosing systems that allow us to compose a mix out of all these silos as we want and as we need for the desired material quality at the end.
There absolutely is a need for kind of like education of architecture and engineers to educate them how to deal with recycling materials. One of our studies showed that, for example, like the image they had and the experience they had was one of the most important drivers for their decisions for or against recycled materials. So basically bringing this large waste stream together with the need for more sustainable and low carbon materials is what drives our research towards like a circular building industry.